Hello, everybody. It is I, of course, your host for this afternoon, Athena Bambina. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Wow, I'm back. Who would have thought? Whew, we have a ton of catching up to do, don't we? I'm really happy to be back. I'll explain why I've been gone and what's happened while I was gone, and I'm sure you guys have tons to talk about with me as well, right? Like maybe what happened in your life or what happened in the VTube sphere while I was gone, if if that's really a sphere anymore or not. I'm excited. I have a lot to discuss, but before we begin, the first thing we have to do is obviously say our prayers. So we'll start with that. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. O Heavenly Father, we all come before you, worship you, and praise you, and give you thanks for your great glory. Lord, I thank you that you have made it so I am in good health so that I can stream again. I thank you for this fellowship and community that I have fostered and that we have. I pray that we may all grow closer to you every single day, grow in your word, your wisdom, and can help spread your love towards others, O Father. I ask that you please calm my nerves for this stream, and that any and all enemies trying to harm us today, whether it be mentally, physically, or spiritually, in our mind, body, spirit, soul, or heart, we bind and rebuke them and cast them out, O Lord, by the blood of your Son, Yahuwah HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. We thank you, O Lord, for providing us with food, water, and shelter, and even just the opportunity that we're alive today. Thank you, O Father. Amen. In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. And of course, the next thing I'm going to do is say hello to everybody who showed up. Thank you so much. Batsy, Platformer, Moist Rat, Alan, hola Alan, ¿qué tal? Ciero, Prenez, Don, Eight Legs, Yuki, Chris, Lifty, Matthias, Mamalia, Akuma, Flute, Ratifier, Genso Grips, Shiny, Mac, Merrick, Ted, Mateo, Ween. I'm very happy that everybody's here, all familiar faces. I'm cutting out a lot. Oh yeah, that's what I did want to say. I don't even know if I'll be able to really stream today. I'm in an area right now with a ton of heavy wind and heavy snow, and the Wi-Fi hasn't been very good, but I'm just going to keep going until I can't go no more. Also, I heard that YouTube, if you have ad block enabled, YouTube has like it came out on the news that YouTube is slowing down your videos and everything if you have ad block enabled. So maybe that's a reason, but let me know if I'm coming through okay to everybody else. At least I think I am. So where do I even begin with what's been going on in my life? So much happens. I guess I'll just straightforward and say why I've been gone, huh? I was dealing with some mental health issues. You guys know I have Asperger's. Well, they don't call it that anymore. It's just level 1. Whoa! Yo, thank you so much, Alabaster Scarf. I appreciate that, my friend. That's very generous of you. Welcome back, Athena. God bless you too, friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure well, YouTube is a private company, so I guess they can do whatever they want, but it sucks that they're doing that. Kind of cutting out a bit, but it could be my data. I don't know. Maybe it's both, but at least you guys... Whoa! And thank you, Merrick. I really appreciate that, friend. Maybe it... Yeah, Yuki says he has premium, so it doesn't affect him. Yeah, maybe it is just YouTube. YouTube's doing then, which is yucky. It's good to see you back in good health. Thank you, friend. I really appreciate that. But you guys know I have what now they call level 1 autism, which is kind of weird that like there's levels to autism. Kind of makes me think of like SCP classes. But I have Asperger's, and with that comes anxiety and depression. And when winter hits, I have SPD, which is I do have, but I also have seasonal. Oh, sorry, not sorry. SAD, seasonal affect disorder, which basically means that when winter happens, I get really, really sad, very extremely anxious, because there's less sunlight out. You're not absorbing enough serotonin to make you happy, so you become much more anxious and depressed. So I was dealing, I would say maybe about November 14th is when I kind of remember, like, one day I was feeling really great, and then one day I just woke up and I felt very, like, very yucky. Like, there you go, first burp back, I guess. I felt very, like, yucky, very, very anxious, very depressed. And you guys remember I did a stream around the end, around the end of October, saying that I officially, like, am off all of my psychiatric medication. So it was really rough this year because I wasn't on any more antidepressants, or I got off my mood stabilizer, I think, in the summer. So I had to deal. I just had to deal with reality, I guess. I had to deal with an unmedicated reality. And it was hard. It was really hard. So I talked to my therapist about it. And most of it was just like trauma from the past. I would think about it a lot, like to the point where, like, it would affect my daily being, and, like, things I liked I didn't like anymore. Like, I didn't want to decorate the Christmas tree or anything. I didn't feel excited about anything. I just felt really sad, and very anxious, and I had a lot of trouble sleeping. My heartbeat was super accelerated, and I had, like, not to get too personal, but, like, I had, like, digestive issues, like you guys know I have GERD, but, like, it got a lot worse too because I was just so stressed. So I talked to my psychologist about it, and I did a lot of all natural ways to help, like journaling and gratitude journaling and exercise. But during the start, he was like, "Do you want to try?" He said, "I'm actually taking this thing. It's called Wellbutrin, and he said it's, like, one of the only psychiatric medication for seasonal anxiety and depression." So I gave it a go. I tried it, and by the way, I will respond to everybody's comments later. I don't want to lose my train of thought. So I did try it, and this was the worst medicine. I'm off it now, thank God, thank you, Lord. But this was the worst medicine I've ever been on in my life. I felt extremely more anxious, and I didn't even feel like myself. Like, it's still something, like, I'm having to deal with. Like, I feel a lot of guilt still about how this medicine made me feel, because it made me feel like a different person. Like, it made me not want to how do I say without getting too personal, like things I enjoyed, like I didn't want to be hugged or smooched or anything, you know what I mean? I didn't want anything. I just felt gross, disgusting. I felt like a robot. I didn't want any form of intimacy or anything with anybody, with with my parents. I just wanted to be left alone. I felt very gross, very anxious. Wellbutrin messed you up too. You don't take it anymore. Well, I'm glad you're off it. It super messed me up. I did not like it at all. But I stayed on it because I didn't want to, because like Christmas was coming up at this point, right? And I didn't want to get sick, because when I got off, you guys remember, I got off my Celexa. I was on it for about like 12 plus years. I got off my Celexa and I was sick with like flu-like terrible symptoms for like a week and a half. It was terrible, and I was like, well, I want to hang out with my family at Christmas and everything. I don't want to be sick for Christmas, so I stayed on it, but then it got to the point where um, I was just feeling so unlike my natural self during the holiday visit that I was just like, I'm just not going to take it anymore. Like cold turkey, stopping it. And the first day I stopped taking it, well, spoiler alert, I didn't get any sickness symptoms, so thank you Lord for that. But even the first day I stopped taking it, excuse me, I was like, I don't even know if it was placebo at that point or what, but I already felt a little better. And then, a week off it, oh my gosh. Like, it's been like maybe 2.5, maybe 3 weeks off it now. I feel like back to, like 100% back to my normal self. I am so thankful. Like my depression is actually gone. Like I don't feel depressed or anything. And my anxiety is, I'm somebody who, I think it's just a normal thing of life, right? Like everybody has things they worry about or are anxious about sometimes, but I had like, it was like disordered. Like I was thinking, like I couldn't even think like a normal thought. Like every waking second of my being, I was thinking, like it went away a little bit when I was like distracting myself, but like every waking second, it was like think about X, think about X, think about Y, think about Z, think about all these anxious things. It was horrible. Um, it sucked. It sucked real bad. So, but maybe just the coping skills, or just being off the medicine, or just the fact that the winter season is, I don't know, maybe my body's adjusted to it. I feel like back to my normal self. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I've been doing things to, and I'm going to be responding to everybody's comments too. Don't worry, I just don't want to lose my train of thought. I've been taking natural things to help. You guys know my Welcome Back October stream. I said that I was taking St. John's wort. Um, I upped my dosage maybe about a week, 2 weeks ago. Upped my dosage to 2 St. John worts in the morning and one in the evening. Oh my gosh, depression gone. Literally, if you have moderate clinical depression, I think that's the term. Like if you have depressive disorder, mild depressive disorder, you need to take this thing. You can get it at any grocery store. It's all natural. This thing is literally like a miracle. It literally made all my depression gone. And in terms of anxiety, I also talked about how for a little bit I was taking something called ashwagandha. It like I don't know how exactly it works, but the most I can say is this thing does not, if you're having an autistic meltdown, you take this thing and like it stops. Like you're not as anxious or act out in anxious ways taking it. But I stopped taking it because I felt it made me a little more robotic and less emotional. However, I have started taking it again, just because of the seasonal anxiety, and I feel like super energetic. Like I don't feel less emotionless at all. The only thing is that it makes it hard to cry sometimes. Like if I'm watching like a movie or something, and like there's a sad part in the movie, like I used to always cry. Like I'll still like feel the emotions, but like I won't be able to physically cry anymore. It's very difficult to cry because like it suppresses that kind of stuff. But maybe in a month, 2 months, I'll be off it, which I'm hoping for. But I'll definitely at least still be on the St. John's wort, I think, for the rest of my life. I don't want to get off it. So I'm officially straight edge now. Like I was saying my whole life, I'm straight edge because I've never done drugs or alcohol or anything. But then people are like, no, you can't be straight edge because you're taking psychiatrics. So, well, I guess now I'm officially straight edge gang. I'm off my psychiatrics, feeling great. Praying for you. Thank you, friend. Yeah, continue prayers for my mental health will be good. But overall, I'm feeling much better, and I hope it stays this way. I do want to say, though, and like I said, sorry, I'm going to respond to everybody's comments, but I did do this thing. I was a little skeptical of it, but honestly, I think this thing has helped me the most, actually. And of course, I've been praying every day, and that has helped a lot, but I've done a heavy metal detox. Now, I'm somebody who studied psychiatry extensively. Before I dropped out of college and became a stinky neat, I actually I wanted to get my doctorate in psychology. Maybe one day I'll go back, but at least right now that's not in the cards for me. But anyway, okay, thank you again. So thank you for being here. I'll respond to your comments and stuff later as well. And somebody who has autism, I've wanted to learn more about it and myself, and I've basically studied it my entire life. In fact, it's my special interest. So anyway, I've always heard that, like, people say, oh, heavy metal detox cured my child's autism. And I have, like, many thoughts about this because I feel like I don't think autism should ever be cured because I feel like that's a bit eugenist. However, I think what they're just trying to say is that it alleviated negative symptoms of being autistic, right? Because there's things I love about being autistic, like not to sound narcissistic or anything, but I would say I'm a bit intelligent in certain areas, especially my special interest. But then at the other hand, you also have overstimulation, sensory processing issues, meltdowns and stuff. But people have been saying that heavy metal detox alleviates negative symptoms of the autistic experience. And I truly think autism is mostly just a genetic thing. I really do. I think my father has it. I think that's who I got it from. But I will say, just like how if you drink or eat things with food coloring dyes like red 40 or stuff, it can make your issues of ADHD worse. Like it will make you. There's been there's been multiple studies on that. I do feel like perhaps the things you eat, or maybe certain things a doctor prescribed to you when you were a child or something, perhaps that can worsen certain symptoms in general. So I don't think like heavy metals caused my autism. I truly do believe it's just a genetic thing. However, maybe there were things in me that worsened certain negative symptoms I experience in my day-to-day life. And I was like, you know what? I was thinking about doing it for a while because I was like, maybe it won't make me as overstimulated anymore. Maybe I'll sorry, I think there's a little bit of a connection issue. I apologize. Maybe it won't make me as stimulated, but I was thinking to myself, I feel like this will help my anxiety. I don't know why I thought that, but I was just thinking maybe this will help my anxiety. And it's been on like the back of my brain for like a couple months or so. But I was in the grocery store with Mister maybe 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. And I saw it right there. It said heavy metal detox oral spray. And I was like, I think this is a sign of God just to get this. So I got it. And it said to do the heavy metal detox 3 times a day. Now, I am only doing it 1 time a day. 3 spurts under your tongue for 1 time a day. You're supposed to do it 3 times a day, but I've only been doing it 1 time a day. And the reason I've been doing it 1 time a day is because this thing must work. Because when I do it, I feel clear. My mind is more clear. I don't feel as anxious. And most of all, my body starts hurting. I'm somebody who has this thing called mitral valve prolapse. Like I have like a weird irregular heartbeat. But, so I experience heart prolapses sometimes. Like when your heart, I don't know how to explain it, but just a weird, like, tense feeling in the heart. Like it's hard to breathe a little bit sometimes. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. But I started experiences. I don't know if that's the word. Oh, no. Sorry, it's called mitral valve prolapse, but I'm thinking of the word. It started with the P too. It's palpitation. Duh. Sorry, sometimes I'm kind of stupid. Heart palpitation, not prolapse. Sorry. I experience heart palpitations sometimes, but I did this heavy metal detox thing, and oh my gosh, my heart was going like crazy. And I specifically have been feeling it on my right leg and like my right middle finger and like my toes. Like I've been feeling palpitations throughout my body a lot. So I haven't been doing it 3 times a day because that would, like, maybe I'd have to go to the hospital or something. But it's definitely working because I feel like I'm having the palpitations after I do the heavy metal detox because it's getting those heavy metals out of my body. Yeah, heavy metals are stuff like lead and mercury, and like it can lead to developmental and behavioral problems and anxiety and depression. And I have felt a lot clearer mentally after that. So, how do you avoid them? Eating stuff that's like non-GMO, USDA, organic. Nothing artificial, not getting, I don't even know if I can say it on stream, but like not getting GAB from the doctor, like things that have heavy metals in them. Also, like I was told that like Gerber baby food was in a big lawsuit because there was like a ton of toxic heavy metals in their food, so I don't know. But I'm doing a lot better. So yeah, that's my mental health stuff. I'm gonna read, so mental health, I would say, how's my mental health? I would say an 8 out of 10. You know, that's kind of like a C minus. Not really such a great deal, but to me, 8 out of 10 is really high. Like we're not thinking about the schooling system's grades. We're thinking about if somebody said like this was an 8 out of 10 movie, that's pretty good. You know, you're only 2 away from the best. So I think it's pretty good. I think my mental health is really good now. So I'm very blessed about that. Okay, before I get into like my birthday and Christmas, I'm going to read everybody's messages. And thank you everybody for like your well wishes that I'm back. Oh, also, he donated before the stream. I didn't read it. I don't know if he's here, but Big Mac said, what did he say? He said, been a long time, Athena. Welcome back, Commander. So, wait, what did he say? Oh, yeah, I think that's what he said. So, thank you so much, Big Mac. I appreciate that. Let's see what everybody is saying. I'm sorry to hear that you got falsely banned from Discord, Shiny. No, your autism can't be level 5, unfortunately. Autism only goes up to level 3 in the DSM-5. Yes, first rip of the year. And how you doing, Gato? And WebM, thank you for being here. And Super Dark Link, thank you for being here. Adachi and Cloud. Ashka Wanda helps you lift, really? Maybe I should try doing that. I want to get, we'll talk about it more in my New Year's stream, but I want to get, I don't know if the right word is swole, but I definitely want to exercise a lot more this year. Oh, and thank you for liking my Santa hat. How are you doing? Arubaro? I think that's how you say it in Japanese. It's in katakana. William Lee, thank you for being here. Skull Drainer, thank you for being here. Jamie, thank you for being here. Popo, thank you for being here. I don't really see you a lot, so it's nice that you're here. XD Man, thank you for being here. I was about to say, whoa! Thank you, Arentam. I really appreciate it, friend. Nice seeing you. Always great to hear from you. It's great to hear you're doing better, Athena. Two things. I tried St. John's wort from your recommendation, and I like it. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, it's all natural, so like you can't really overdose on it, and it doesn't really have any negative side effects. At least from what I've seen. I would start with one, but I mean I'm small. Like I'm like only 90-ish pounds, so I'm assuming you're a male, so you're gonna be at least double my weight, so maybe two would be best in your case. But I'm glad you enjoy it. Also, in your case, if you're still having connection issues, I fixed mine with the $50 USB Wi-Fi antenna. I believe I'm just having connection issues because I feel like it's happening all over the United States, actually. I don't think it's just me. There's a lot of snow and a lot of wind here now, so maybe that's why. Like, my power's been going off sometimes, so maybe that's why. XD Man says, I want to thank you, Athena, for the stream about your autistic journey. I've learned more since then, and I feel as though I can treat my autistic friends better. Oh, that makes me really happy. Like, that's like I have like three goals: to spread God's word, to inform people about autism, and just to make people happy. Like, that's like my whole goals streaming. I definitely want to do more autism streams like that. I should make a playlist. I actually have a couple of streams about it, but I definitely want to do more. I actually want to become, I talked about it, on my Welcome Back October stream, my psychologist said I should become an autism life coach. I don't know, maybe even one day I'll have some of you guys as patients. I don't know. But I thought I definitely am streaming for the foreseeable future. Like, I'm not giving up on streaming, but I want to do more than just streaming with my life. Streaming is good because this is also a fellowship for God, but maybe IRL I'll have like an actual fellowship center one day. But I definitely want to do something with psychology. I think becoming an autistic life coach would be a wonderful idea because you don't need a doctorate to do that. It's just more about your journey. Kind of like how if you're a fitness instructor or something, you don't need to have like a degree in fitness science or whatever. You can just do it. So I think that's a good idea. Just like helping people better understand themselves, and it's kind of sometimes it's kind of weird because I understand people and their medical conditions and their brain better than I understand myself sometimes. Yeah, I did a little snort. The only medication I know that removes heavy metals is sodium EDTA. Oh, it's not a medication. It's just it's just that's the word, right? Let me actually look it up. Heavy metal detox oral spray. I'll let you know what it was called. Okay, I found it. It's called Oral Sprays Little LIDDELL Laboratories Detox Metal. It doesn't really have any reviews online, but even if it's placebo, like the power of placebo can be super strong. I definitely believe in that. But I don't even think it's placebo because, like I said, I've been having palpitations in my body. So be careful if you do it. I guess I'm really heavy metaled up, but it has been helping me, definitely. And thank you, Ada. And how you doing, K. Paluch? Misa! Nice seeing you, friend. And oh my gosh, son! Nice seeing you! Okay. Let's see what Batsy's saying. I've been 7 days free of PMO, and I've been growing closer to Jesus recently. I don't know what PMO is. I'm pretty sure that's some sort of, like, word saying, like, you're off of, maybe you're off of pornography and stuff like that. So I'm very happy that you've been doing well with that, Batsy. Keep at it, and remember, the comeback is always greater than the setback. You know, even if you relapse, like people sometimes when they relapse, like they give up all hope. But the fact that even if you relapse, then you don't just like go back into a binge, then like you're moving forward with a good mentality of, well, at least I'm going to try again. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really the center of it, like never giving up hope. And I'm really proud of that because, like, proud of you and anybody else who's doing that if they don't want to say. I know it's kind of a sensitive subject, but it's a hard issue. It really is, and I feel like sometimes people act like they're better than other people because, like, oh, bro, I've been nofap for 1,000 days of my life, and you're only nofap like 20 days of your life. You're a loser. But like, at least that person isn't actively engaging in it. You know, they might have been only 20 days, but at least they're not actively engaging in it. At least every day, they try their best not to engage in it, and I think that's good enough. You know what I mean? Have you heard of complex PTSD? It's in the 2022 edition of the DSM-5. I think I have it. It's new. Yes, I have heard of CPTSD a lot because of how much it mimics autism. I think this is my opinion. I did not get my doctorate, but I have studied psychology, and this is my personal opinion. I think most of the girls who come on here as a VTuber and say they have autism, I think either they're neurodivergent and they probably have ADHD because of how super common it is with all the food that they eat. You know, what's that mean? Girls eat hot chip. I mean, if you're eating hot chip, that has red 40 in it, which can mimic symptoms of ADHD and cause hyperactivity. So maybe you're neurodivergent. I'm not doubting that, but I definitely don't think you have stereotypicalized autism. However, if you don't have ADHD, I really think most of them just have CPTSD, which is sad to say. It's childhood PTSD. It's when you endure physical or mental abuse or trauma from somebody when you're a small child. And what they've noticed is that as you grow older, you mimic autism to like a super high degree. There obviously is differences, but it is very, very hard to distinguish CPTSD from autism if you're not a well-informed person who studies psychiatry. And I think most of these people, it's really sad, but I mean, if I'm just going to be honest, autism in women, it's really not common. Like, I'm a rare case. So the fact that it's getting much more diagnosed. I'm not doubting that women have it. I obviously have it, and I know women friends who have it. But I think that many women, because you are a girl, so maybe sadly, maybe from your father or somebody, you may experience more abuse or something. I think that if you suffer that, then you might just have CPTSD and it can mimic autism. But they still deserve support. I just have a problem when they say they're autistic. I just have a problem when people take the RADSAR test online and they say they have autism. Because you don't. You need to read the DSM-5. If you read the DSM-5 and you check off the diagnostic material for it, then you have it. Not an online test. Do you know how the line is drawn between level 1 autism and gifted? This is my personal opinion. I think they need to bring back Asperger's. They need to bring it back. Because when I say I have Asperger's, people say, you're a Nazi sympathizer. Hans Asperger's was a eugenicist who supported the Nazi party, and you can't say you have Asperger's anymore because it's not PC. Look. What's that expression? You're throwing the baby out with the bathwater? Just because something has its origins in like a party that wasn't good or something doesn't mean we need to discredit it entirely. That's literally the same as saying I'm not drinking the drink Fanta because it was invented by Nazis. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it frustrates me to no end because like Asperger's people, that's what I was diagnosed with. That is like the gifted high IQ. Whereas now, there is regular level 1 autism, but like, I don't know if you have Asperger's autism or you're just autism. You know what I mean? I feel like there should definitely be subcategories. And people say that we shouldn't bring Asperger's back because then I don't know the word, but it's like you have a superiority, you're using your intelligence to diminish others. But no, I'm not saying that at all. It's just easier to understand people and know how to best help them if you know what they have. I think put me in charge of the DSM-6. I'll make like 6 types of autism categories. I really think it should be something like that. But yeah, most gifted children are actually neurodivergent. Most of them I mean, it's normal to just be smart, but most of them probably had something like Asperger's, if I were to take an educated guess. USA has crazy weather. Yeah, I'm actually really happy because I used to live in an area where there was like hardly any snow. Like hardly any snow, but now I'm in an area where there's a ton of snow, and I'm really happy because I loved that. Was like one of my favorite things when I was a child, is just doing snow angels and everything. And there's actually, I'm surprised to say, there's a lot of snow haters. Like, I did not realize how much people hate snow, but people are like, I have to shovel it, I can't go out and do anything, it's cold. But like one of the things my CBT book, Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, not that other kind of CBT, has been saying is finding the silver linings in gratitude journaling. And it's like people that are like, oh, it's like, like glass half full versus glass half empty. It's like, yeah, that you may not be able to go anything, but like at least you can make snow angels and you can throw snowballs at each other and you can build a snowman. You know what I mean? Like, this is all fun stuff. And you can go sledding and stuff. I really like it. Zenith, you're the last person I expected here. I didn't even think you enjoyed my content. Thank you for being here. I think I've heard YouTube has been intentionally lagging internet in an effort to fight ad blockers. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. They actually have. I think, what's it called? uBlock Origin, is that its name? I think they like solved the issue. So yeah. No. Normal males are not 180 pounds, at least outside the U.S. Really? I don't know if he wants me to say his weight on stream, but I think Mr. is like maybe like 200 or 210 because he has like muscle, like he lifts and stuff. So I thought that was like a normal for men. I don't know what men actually are. I'm not sure. But that's another thing I should talk about is my weight. Ever since I got off my antidepressant, oh my gosh, like I've heard people saying you can't do certain things on antidepressants anymore. I had no idea that the antidepressant was causing my lack of appetite. I've been like hungry since getting off it. But when I was dealing with my seasonal anxiety and depression, then like I stopped feeling hungry again. But like now I'm back to like I'm super hungry. I want to eat. Mangia, mangia, mangia. That's what the Italians say. They say mangia. Like I'm 92 pounds now, which you may not think is really good. But considering I was like stuck at like 88 for like 4 years, and I'm a 23-year-old female. I think I'm 5'2". Mr. thinks I'm 5'5". I think it's pretty good that I'm gaining weight. Like my doctor says I should be 100 or so. So maybe by excuse me, maybe by like December, maybe I'll be 100. That'd be cool, I guess. Yeah. Carrie, thank you for being here, friend. Nice seeing you. And baby. LCD detox. No, heavy metal detox. And it's LIDDELL. Little Laboratories Heavy Metal Detox. That's what I'm taking. Hey, Kiwi! How are you? Nice seeing you, friend. I'm happy you're here. Crazy how Hollow had to give her life for Athena to come back. Yeah, I guess we should... Hold on, let me catch up with all the comments, and then we'll talk about the VTube sphere. Sent a tip with Streamlabs, but it didn't go through. Okay, I'll check. Yeah, I didn't get anything, so I'll have to check after. Some people are threatened by the idea that someone has a higher IQ than them. Yeah, I don't think that should be a threat. I think we can coexist in harmony. How you doing, Cruz? Back from guitar lessons? Oh, that's cool. Oh, thank you, JFL. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about nutrition. Watch out for yellow snow. Snow activates the blood memories from Hyperborea. Oh, yo, I gotta talk about Agartha, because my dad has been getting into flat Earth. I just gotta talk about it. Okay. Oh, and thank you, Arctic Wizard. That's very kind of you, friend. Okay, let's get back into it. We're gonna talk about VTubing, and we're gonna talk about flat Earth. I guess I should just talk about flat Earth just to get it out of the way. I personally just want to say, please don't think I'm really weird for this. I don't know 100% what the shape of the Earth is. I don't know, because like in the Bible, like people think it's flat because like in the Bible kind of says stuff like that, but then like you see these images. I don't trust NASA because NASA means deceiver in Hebrew. Like there's a lot of weird things about NASA I don't like. But also, like, I've seen, like, so many videos debunking flat Earth. I don't know what to think. I'm not sure what to think. And I'm okay with that. Maybe the Earth is like a donut or a square. I'm not sure. However, my father, I love my father with all my heart. My father is definitely autistic, and I think his special interest is conspiracies. Because it's like every year, every month, he finds like this new conspiracy to obsess over. That's probably why I'm like it as well. And the newest thing is for my father is flat Earth. I was in the car with my father, and I heard him say something. He and I don't know what they were talking about. Maybe I was zoning out, and my mom was like, "Oh, don't tell me you're on that flat Earth thing now." And then my dad was like, "No, I'm serious. I'm serious. They got the ice walls in the in the North Pole, and the Earth is flat." And he's like, "I can show you the video on it. I can show you the video." How you doing, Chris and Sinclair? Thank you guys, and Matthias. And I love my father with all my heart, but I just thought that was something funny. I'm not shaming him. I'm just saying it's interesting. Because truthfully, I don't know 100% certain. Like, if I actually went to space, I wonder like what they would see. Like, what do you think? I don't know. I definitely don't think. Maybe the Earth is round, but I don't think the images NASA are showing us are real. I don't. It just doesn't make sense to me. Hey, Conrail, been a while. Hey, Athena, chatting from a restaurant. Been a while since I've seen you. I had to put down my 13-year-old dog in December. Oh, I'm sorry that you had to go through that hard experience. But I believe that animals are in heaven with Jesus and are happy. Like Mister was telling me today that he saw a cat got ran over by the road and he was sad, and I was like, well, at least it's in heaven, you know what I mean? It's always hard dealing with the loss of a pet. I think like 3 years ago I lost my old dog, but I truly believe, I think they have souls. Well, I don't know if they have souls, but I think they have some sort of, I forgot what it's, they have a spirit, and I think they're incapable of doing wrong, and I think that they will go to heaven. But then it gets confusing because like I do think some animals are capable of doing wrong. Like there's two animals I truly dislike. I don't want to say I hate them because they are God's creation, but I truly dislike these animals. Maybe you guys know it. I've talked about them before. Number 1, dolphin. Dolphin is my arch enemy. I do not like the dolphin at all. It's the only animal to rape and kill other animals, and they get high off of pufferfish venom. Like these things, they're not doing it because they're stupid. They're smart. They're intelligent. They must have a spirit or something. Like I think dolphins have free will. Does that make sense? I think a lot of animals don't, but dolphins must have free will. Because, like, they just must. I don't know. They're just weird. I don't like them. And then, like, and the fact that NASA is my arch enemy too. The fact that NASA collaborated with the dolphins trying to understand their language and make them speak English, and then they did that weird LSD experiment with the dolphins. I don't know. I don't like them. I don't trust them. I don't want them anywhere near me. Oh, the tunnels! Oh, I don't even know if I can talk about the tunnels. Oh, remind me to talk about the tunnels again. But I don't know if YouTube will cut me out for talking about the tunnels. But if you know about the tunnels, then you know about the tunnels. And I think the tunnels are sus. I like the theory that Earth started as a giant ocean. Didn't it? Didn't God create ocean before land? Or am I wrong? And how you doing, Michael? It's really not the only animal to do that? What? I thought they were. And how you doing, 3am? Yeah, I think you're onto something with the dolphins. I don't like dolphins. And thank you, Sean. No, it's fine. I've heard a lot of people talk about the tunnels. Okay. I guess I'll talk about the tunnels. Well, and then we'll talk about VTubers. I guess I'm just getting into a weird conspiracy rabbit hole because it made me think of my father. Oh, the second animal. That's right. That's right. The second animal I dislike is owls. I know it's kind of weird because like my name is Athena, and like Athena is like associated with owls. I don't like them. Like, think about it. Like, why do the people at Bohemian Grove use owls? Like, they must have some sort of thing. And you know what? And oh my gosh, like, I will actually ban you if you give me spoilers. I started watching Twin Peaks with Mister, and they got to this part about how the owls are not what they seem and stuff, and like people are shape-shifting into owls. I don't know why, but I just feel like in my head, not even just in the Twin Peaks show, but I feel like owls are like associated with like fallen angels or something. I don't know why, but I don't like them. They're very weird. Have you ever seen an owl with red eyes? Google owl red eyes. Don't like it at all. Don't like them. Like, there's just something sinister about them. Like the fact that people worship them at Bohemian Grove. I don't know, like, why the owls? Like, I know they are associated with wisdom, so maybe it's just a symbolic thing of like, oh, we're smart, we're elite. But I don't know. I think it's quite literal. I don't know. Yeah, we're watching the OG Twin Peaks. We're on season 2. Owls get a bad rep. They're actually incredibly stupid. I mean, I'm sure they're okay, but they just give me, when I see an owl and when I see a dolphin, it gives me a sinister vibe. And then the third animal I dislike, I'm really sorry, I don't really like pit bulls. I don't really like them. Like, if a pit bull is named something like a destroyer of the earth 5000, then like then that pit bull is usually good. But if you have a pit bull named something like Cupcake or Princess, bro, that pit bull is definitely gonna be eaten on some child. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't. If a pit bull has like a scary name, then it's a good boy. But if it has if it's a pit bull named Princess, you just know something is off with that pup. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you, Meep, and and how you doing, Ferrari? Nice seeing you here too. In pre-Islamic Arab mythology, seeing an owl over a grave was a sign that the person who died was murdered and had to be avenged. Interesting. Thank you. Actually, Cloud says you notice the same thing with rabbits and bunnies. I've never seen anybody think rabbits are bad. I don't think that. Huh. The elite see what is going on in the world while the common people are in the dark, so owls. Oh, interesting symbolism. Okay. Oh, and okay, thank you for being here, son. Have a nice sleep. They should cross pit bulls, dolphins, and owls to create the ultimate predator for all 3 environments. If I woke up and I went on the news and it says something like, in the headline read, pit bull crossed with dolphin and owl, like, is sentient and alive, I think I would freak the heck out. I don't think I would like that at all. But I mean, I think maybe it does have to deal with the environment or something. Like, there are good pit bulls, but dolphins and owls definitely don't like. And you know, I actually swam with a dolphin once before my my frontal lobe isn't fully developed until you're 25, so I guess mine isn't fully developed, but even less so before my frontal lobe developed, so I couldn't really make the discernment that dolphins are bad. I actually did have the opportunity to. It was at I think it was called Discovery Cove. It was for my father's 40th, 50th birthday or something. And we did this swimming with the dolphins thing. And I'm just gonna let you guys know, like, even back then, I thought they were a little weird. They were a little weird creatures. I didn't think they were like EVIL like I think they are now, but they were definitely weird creatures. When I touched it, like, I think I got like goosebumps. Like, I thought it was just like, oh, I'm touching an animal, but like touching a cool animal I never touched before, so like I had goosebumps. But no, I really think like the dolphin like took over me for a second there. Like it like made me actually be on edge. Like, it was really freaky. I did not like it. And it was like, and it's cackling too. It was like I don't like them. It was weird. I don't like them. But it was a fun experience for my family. Owls used to be thought of as the incarnation of the ancient Greek goddess Athena on Earth back in the days. Yeah, I knew, like, cause like my name's Athena. Like growing up, I heard that association a lot, like Athena and owls. But I don't really like owls. What was the first animal you petted? I had a dog growing up when I was a bambina, so probably dog. But if you mean like wild animal, I guess like worm. I used to flip over bricks. I'm gonna be honest. When it's summer, I'm still gonna flip over bricks. So I'm gonna look for worms under those rocks. I love looking for worms. I love searching for some worms. The dolphin gave you autism. No, definitely. No, it definitely was before that. Uh, Manta rays are cute. I do like manta rays. I actually touched stingrays a couple times at the aquarium. I think you're overthinking it. I overthink everything. That's my problem. I'm an overthinker. Anyway, let's talk about the VTuber sphere now. What in the world has been going on? I had a dream. I feel like if I had to take a guess, I'm going to give an actual estimate number. 2 months, 30 corporate VTubers graduated. How far off am I? Oh, that's okay, Popo. Don't worry. How far off am I? I'm gonna guess 30 VTubers graduated, and if I had to guess, 25 of 20 of them are from Niji Sanji. What did I say? 30? 20 of them are from Niji Sanji. 3 of them are from V Shoujo. 7 of them are from Hololive. How far off am I? If I had to take a guess. The VTuber scene has gone crazy lately. I had a dream that Mori graduated. Did she graduate? I don't know if I'm right. I doubt she did, but if I think about a VTuber, the VTuber I think about the most is definitely Mori. I don't know why. I'm not even making fun of her. I just think it's hilarious that she publicly tweeted about doing lean. I think that's hilarious. I just think it's funny. But that's my guess. 30. Who left? Tell me who left. Who? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't say left, right? Who graduated? All I know is today Mel is gone, right? That's why Sun said it's a shame they had to put a Hololive down for Athena to come back. On because I guess she broke a contract about information. Like, and by the way, let me just say, if I was a corporate VTuber, I would probably be gone in one day because autistic people, we are oversharers and we have a big fat blabber mouth. I would be saying like, not even on purpose. I don't do it on purpose, but I'd just be like, oh yeah, in the contract it says something like blah 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 blah. So I'd be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and then they'd be like, Athena, you leaked information, and I'd be like, what are you even talking about? But like, I'm a big blabber. I'm a yapper, right? That's what the new Gen Alpha slang is, a yapper. The yapping levels are off the charts, right? So I probably would not last one day at no company, nor do I want to because I don't like corporatism and I think corporatism should die. Anyway, that's besides the point. Okay, let's see who's going on. The W company disaster. W Wactor? Isn't that like the only Spanish company? All their towns got doxxed publicly by their own agency. What the heck? Why? That sucks. Mel from Hololive just had her contract dissolved. Okay. Pomu is out. Mika, Mr. Pomu, Nina, possibly Celine. Dang. Is it really all them? Also, didn't, I don't even know if this was, like, we talked about this in October, but didn't some of the Hololive males go too? Meanwhile, hey, yo, I ain't no PC channel. If which is what's that called, a double entendre? I don't know if that's the right word, but I'm not a PC channel double entendre. I mean it in more than one way. But I heard that is there any new generations like with Niji Sanji or Hololive though? And isn't it kind of weird? Like, why are so many? It's only been like, it hasn't even been 2 months. It hasn't even been 2 months. Why are they all graduating? It can't just be burnout because Gura hardly streams, but she's still there. So it must be some like creative or monetary differences between them or the company, or like maybe they're being censored or something, or maybe the company just doesn't like them. I don't know. Vesper got canned a while ago. That's actually really frustrating because he was actually like one of the few male VTubers I enjoyed. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really enjoy much VTubers in general, but I only like a few women, but it was even less so that I liked a male VTuber because people say that like female VTubers have like the awful habit of being lewd and over sexualizing everything. But have you seen some of the men out here? Have you seen that one guy? What's his name? I don't even know his name. You know that one Niji Sanji VTuber that's like, "Hey girls, how you doing? Today I'm gonna do some ASMR and you're gonna," you know what I mean? Like, I don't know who that is, but some of these males out here are acting worse than the woman. So I don't really like a lot of the male VTubers. However, Vesper was one of the few male VTubers I enjoyed because he was just like an old fart chill dude. Like, he wasn't really with the slang or what was hip. He was just doing his own thing, and I really admired that because it seems like a lot of people try to chase views or trends, but he was just doing his own thing, and I really liked that. Shiori Novella, she's Spanish, is really cute, but I don't like the creepy bits. Maybe that's, Advent has come. Oh, is that Hololive Gen 3? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, every month, my VTuber knowledge decreases. I don't know, like, what's new, what's popping, as the children say, right? I know that they have Hololive English Gen 3 because of the two dog girls that are twins. That's all I know. I don't know anybody else, really. Like, I can name you every member from G2 and G1 Hololive English. But G3, I can only tell you what's a Fuwa Mocha. I don't know. I don't know the others. I really don't. And I can only tell you the biggest Niji Sanji names. I don't even know. Is V Shoujo still a thing? Like, what is, like, Hololive, Niji Sanji? It used to be the big three, like, right? Hololive, Niji Sanji, V Shoujo. What is it now? Because I want to know because I've been gone these past 2 months. I have not been looking at VTuber news at all. Where is the community going? Like, who is, like, the big three? Maybe there's a big four. I don't know. And how you doing, Izuku? Oh, Vox, that was his name, right? V Shoujo is VTuber retirement home. Okay. V Shoujo's Niji retirement home. Okay. So all the Niji Sanjis, I guess, that got kicked out went there. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what's big in VTuber anymore. But I guess let's talk about my plans for the week. I don't know if you guys saw it. I put out a community poster and I put it in my Discord too. I'm like, this is just gonna be like a big fat celebrations week stream. Cause like I missed my birthday stream, I missed the Christmas stream, and I missed the New Year's stream. So coming back today. Also, I wanted to stream yesterday, but it was like it was even worse snowing. Also, was yesterday MLK Day? I don't even know. I feel like people were saying it was, but I felt like it was just his birthday or something. I don't know. Oh, don't worry, Mac and Cheese. We're about to get off the subject. I'm about to talk about Christmas and stuff. Okay. But anyway, I missed my birthday, Christmas, and New Year's stream because of my health issues. So I'm going to be doing that this week. Tomorrow will be my birthday celebration, and we're going to be playing Hello Kitty Party Pals for the GBA. And then the day after that, we're going to be doing Christmas stream. We're going to be playing Grinch, GBC, and Jazz Jackrabbit. Years, maybe we'll do a little karaoke. We'll look at some more nostalgic commercials or something. I was wondering, like, do I want to talk about, like, my birthday, Christmas, and New Year's, what I did now? Or should I just wait till the actual birthday, Christmas, and New Year's stream. I guess I'll just give a brief overview of what happened, should I? So, my birthday is November 29th. I'm 23. I was born in 2000. What was the last GBA game you purchased IRL? Pokemon Leaf Green, I think. When I was younger. I went to this fun place with. I don't even know if I can give it a. I'm not sure if I can even explain it, because then you would know like where the location was, but I'm not there, so I guess it's no big deal. But anyway, I went on vacation with Mr. Someplace for my birthday. I guess I'll talk about it then. And then for Christmas, I visited my family back where I used to live, and it was really nice. And then New Year's, I think I just chilled on New Year's. I think I'll talk about more about all of them in my other streams, because they can probably encompass about an hour-long conversation. Let me get a sip of water. Woman with ASD loves Sanrio? I don't even know if it's woman with ASD. I think it's a universal woman thing. I think if you ask any woman under the age of 30 if she likes Sanrio, she will say yes. But I really wasn't a big Hello Kitty fan. I like Charmy Kitty more. I like My Melody too. If I really want to go to Japan with Mister, hopefully soon, because like he has a prediction that like Japan is gonna like sink. Like, there's been a lot of earthquakes happening in Japan, so pray for Japan and pray that they can find Christ. Pray everybody in the world can find Christ, really. But you know, especially in like countries where what's it called? Like Christianity isn't the main religion, or they haven't even heard of it. But anyway, he thinks like they're gonna like go underwater and like the island's gonna sink. Not this year, but soon. I think a lot. I'll talk about it more in my New Year's stream, I guess. Well, I don't know. Maybe it will be kind of a bummer to talk about bad things that are gonna happen in 2024. All I'll say is that nobody can predict the future. But I definitely think, because it's an election year, I think crazy things are gonna happen. And I think just crazy things in general have already been happening. I mean, it's not even the whole month of January, and we had like the Epstein things leak, Japan has an earthquake, like things are on fire. I definitely think like there's gonna be an internet outage this year. Maybe the dollar will crash too. I don't know. But there will be a lot of good things as well. Like, I'll talk about it more in my New Year's stream, because I'll talk about my resolutions. I think, if I had to take an educated guess, I'm getting engaged, which will be... I'm really happy that, I guess maybe it is just, like, you do change and mature as you grow. I know, like, shocking concept, right? But like, okay, bye, Matthias. Thank you for being here. But, like, most of my life, like, I never wanted children. Like, but more so recently, maybe this past year, the idea of children has been more, I don't know if entertaining is the right word, because I don't view children as entertainment, but the idea entices me more. Is that the right word? Like, I'm more okay with the idea of having children. And Mr. Bless his heart, like, that was one of the first things, like I said, when I met him, was like, I don't know if I want to have children. And he was like, that's okay. But then, like, we had a conversation, and he was like, I've always wanted children, and, like, I would have given up, like, my dream of having children and be with you. That was just, like, you know you're loved when, like, somebody says that to you, like somebody makes a sacrifice for your happiness, like. But I'm glad that things are working out, because, like, I feel like things are going in the direction of I'm going to have a child one day. I'm not married, so obviously I'm not going to have a child anytime soon. And even when I'm married, I think I won't have a child until a couple years. But like just everything has kind of like I feel like God is setting me down the path of children because I got off my antidepressant. I got off all my psychiatric medication, which is known to cause like problems in children, right? I'm eating more, right? Like if I had a child now, like I would probably sadly unfortunately have a miscarriage because I'm not at a healthy weight yet. I'm very thin. But I've been gaining more weight recently, which is what you need to have a child. Just like everything is kind of lining up and then like being engaged, like things are kind of lining up for me to have a child one day. And I know it would be extremely, extremely difficult because I have autism, deal with all of it because I love my little Bambina. You know what I mean? And I do think one day I would like to have a child. Sanrio or sangria? What would you choose? I don't drink alcohol. Sanrio all the way. I know a few women over 30 with ASD that love Sanrio. I guess it's just a universal woman thing, eh? Excuse me. Alright, thank you, Kiwi. Thank you for being here. We should collab soon in the future. Oh, and I apologize for not responding to your DMs, Kiwi. Like I said, I haven't been responding to like really anybody's DMs. I'm gonna fix that problem. Maybe we can do more Yume Tuki. Oh, hey, Big Mac. You weren't here earlier, but I thanked you. I saw your donation, so thank you so much for that, Big Mac, and for being here, friend. I appreciate it. Well, I don't really know what to talk about anymore. Haven't streamed in like 2 months. I don't really know what to do, what to say, or anything anymore. No, unfortunately, I'm not a Minecraft fan. Oh, this is something I definitely did not miss from streaming. It's like I'm like a professional yapper, so like my throat really hurts, so I have to drink more water. Hold on. Yes, I did see that. I think Sun, aka Gatorus, made it. The AI Athena Christmas art. I'm actually using it for an upcoming Christmas stream. The Christmas stream like in 2 days from now. I should probably tell him that. It's really cute art. I know some people don't like AI art because what was it? Like they take AI art takes from like other artist art or something. So like yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't really like but like when you're somebody super small, like I don't have like I appreciate every art people make of me, but like I have a very small community and people have lives, you know. It's not like I'm getting like thousands of fan art every day or friend art every day that I can like put on a stream, you know what I mean? So like for somebody like me who's very small, like AI art can actually be useful because then you can have something to put in your thumbnails and stuff, you know what I mean? Me duele la boca. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion. Get this bot out of here. I really thought this was a real person. I thought this was a real person. Hello, sorry for bothering you. Get out, bot. 2 cents on kids as a dude mid-20s. Kids are great and life sucks anyway. I don't think life sucks, but maybe if you're cynical, it might suck. So might as well go for it. And the point in life is self-sacrifice. I don't think the point of life is to... I think the point of life is to spread God's love. That's what I think the point of... That's why I think I'm only to accomplish or work towards the will that he has set out for me in my life. That's why I think I'm alive. That's why I think when I tried to... I guess, warning, I guess maybe it might be a little uncomfortable. That's why I think, like, when I was a teenager and I tried to attempt suicide, that's why I think I survived. Because I think God has a plan for me. That's why I think I'm still alive. Can you play Five Nights at Cobb's? I've heard of Five Nights at Freddy's though, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Look, there was the Five Nights at Freddy's kids, and there was the Undertale kids, and I wasn't even a kid when it came out. I was a teenager. There was the Five Nights at Freddy's teenagers, and there was the Undertale teenagers, and I was an Undertale teenager. I'm definitely, I know it's kind of, it's hard to admit, but I may be cringe, but at least I am free, right? It may be hard to admit, but look, I am a Toby Fox fan. I enjoy Undertale. I enjoy Deltarune to a lesser extent, but I still enjoy it. And maybe the thing that will make you guys cringe most of all, I I had, and sometimes it still comes back. I still kind of enjoy it. I had a Homestuck phase. I know. I know. I know. I know. It's kind of cringe. But you can't blame me. You have to blame this person in middle school who said, so I had no friends in middle school. Unsubscribed lol. This person said to me, I will be your friend, Athena, if you read Homestuck. And I actually read it for her. Because I was so desperate for friendship. But I kind of liked it. I didn't understand anything, but it was enjoyable to an extent. No way, you also had one where you had somebody that made you read Homestuck to be a friend? Why? They're treating it like it's some sort of cult. Oh, and thank you, Lemmy. And thank you, moderator Marzi, for being here, too. It's been a while. You're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's and Undertale just made me feel 40 years old, even though, if I remember correctly, I'm only 2 years older than you. Well, how do you think I feel now with these, like, Gen Alpha kids coming up, and I see stuff like Garden of Bonbon and Skibbity Toilet? I'm like, what am I supposed to make of this? Like, this is actual brain rot. And people say, oh, no, bro, you can't judge them. We were doing the same stuff. We were watching stuff like, we were watching messed up stuff on YouTube back in the day, too. But they're missing the point. Like, the stuff we were watching that was messed up back then wasn't made for children. The stuff that the children are watching now is directly marketed and advertised to them. And it is on, like, I really think it is going to psychologically mess them up and even probably cause developmental delays. And I'm probably right, because in my recommended, I keep seeing stuff like Gen Alpha can't read, the problem with Gen Alpha, and I'm clicking on the videos and it's all these teachers saying stuff like, I teach 7th grade and the children are at a 3rd grade level, the children are having behavioral issues, and I'm like, I think, like this is obviously planned on purpose, because the government wants us dumb. The government wants population control, and they want us dumb. They want a dumb is the word subservient? Like somebody that listens to somebody in authority. Subservient? Is that the word? I think that's the word. Frustrating. Like, I'm really sorry, but like, public school, if the 7th graders were on a 7th grade level in public school, to me, they're on a 5th grade level, because the public school system in the United States is so horrible and horrendous that even if they were on level, like, things that, if they were on level 7th grade, like, I would be doing in like 4th grade or 5th grade in my private school. You know what I mean? I just don't. So when I hear that the 7th graders aren't on 7th grade level, if they were on 7th grade level, I would still think that's a problem because of public schools, education in general. But the fact that they're on a 4th grade level, my heart, mi corazón, it just breaks. It sucks. Like, I feel so bad for these children. Like, I really think, I'm not trying to be ageist, I think it is a problem with the millennials. I don't know why, I don't know how, but somehow the millennials got it in their brain, maybe that, like, because the generation that raised them maybe made them have all these participation trophies and made them feel like they were the most important person on the earth, that then when they have a child, they think that they're still the most important person and not that their child is. So they just give their children like iPads and stuff and make them. And by the way, the problem with YouTube Kids is insane. Like we have like fat inflation fetish content farms about digital circus and garden of bonbon and even skibbity toilet just in general. Like it's brain rotting fuel. Like there's no educate. Like at least like stuff we grew up on TV. We didn't grow up. I didn't grow up with this. Like TV is monitored. Like everything has to be at least a little bit educational. You know what I mean? Like Dora the Explorer might be a little like it might be entertainment, but at least I learned a little Spanish doing it. You know what I mean? But like these children, this is the first generation, and and like as somebody who studies psychology, like I'm telling you, give it 20 years and the studies are going to come out. We don't have enough. It's the years haven't progressed long enough for us to have studies on this, but give it 20 years and the studies are going to come out saying that these kids, I really think this will be the most developmentally delayed, the most behaviorally challenged kids in the entire existence of Earth. And I think, sadly, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I do have a lot of hope, and I will do everything I can to help fix everything I can in the world. But I do think it will get worse. But I do have hope for Gen Z being parents, because I saw a video with like 1 million likes, and it was like, can we as Gen Z agree that when we have kids, we're not going to shove an iPad in their face? I think now that we know the effects, maybe more parents, or at least we're seeing anecdotal effects, that we can at least try to fix it. But I do still think as society in general becomes more obsessed with technology and I don't know how to say it, but like things just keep getting dumbed down. Does that make sense? Like I feel like society should not accommodate. I don't know if this makes sense, but like the dumbing down should not be the norm. But it feels like everything is becoming that way. And it's like, I'm just going to get into a tangent. Like, people were really mad at this teacher because they said no, they were like, no slang in my classroom. No saying cap, bussin', skibbity toilet or whatever. And then like this video with like 100,000 likes was like, this is actually racist because slang is used by black kids, and you're making the black kids get rid of AAVE or whatever. And I was like, I'm sorry, but you have to be professional about things in life. Just because I don't allow you to say bussin' doesn't mean I dislike black people. That is if anything, I think it's racist to assume that it is racist in general, because there are many educated black folks. So when you imply that not saying slang is offensive to black people, it applies that like all black people know how to do is say slang and not speak proper English, and that they're dumb. Like give me a break, really. Like we need to sorry. We need to make it so, like, we need to teach kids more vocabulary. Just, in general, I think education needs to get better. I'm really sad at... stress burp. I'm just really sad at how society's going in general. Especially these younger generation. But if I have a child, I definitely won't be shoving an iPad in their face, that's for sure. We need to bring back, like, chess as an extra there needs to be, like, chess classes, coding classes, media literacy classes. I think that's the biggest thing. These kids today have no media literacy. It is so frustrating, like, people have no media literacy. People don't know how to read between lines. Like, I'm somebody who's autistic, and I know how to do that stuff because it's been ingrained to me as a skill from a young age. You know what I mean? I still may take most things literally, but I can understand that maybe there's a certain subtext to certain things. But people today, they just take things at face value. Maybe it's a form of art. Like, I'm a Christian, but I don't really like censorship. I think you should be able to say what's on your mind, and even if it's something I don't like, I think you should have the creative freedom to do it. Like, for instance, that game, The Coffin of Andy and Lily. People were like, Athena, you need to play this game. And I was like, this is a game about incest and cannibalism. I'm not going to play this game because it's inappropriate to me and my morals. However, I think that person has the entire right to make that creative work. And people don't have media literacy because I do think it's odd when people are like, oh my gosh, you're playing this game, you're a horrible person. But isn't that work just meant to be a horror kind of game to kind of evoke that certain reaction out of you? It's like no different from like people saying, like, I guess when like Postal came out, or like when Night Trap came out, people being like, you're a terrible person for playing Night Trap, and you're killing women in Night Trap, so that means you must want to do it in real life and stuff. And it's like, do these people have no media literacy? Like, this is a story, like, this is fiction. You know what I mean? It's just can be frustrating sometimes. I don't know, sorry. But I do have a lot of hope for the world, like I said. I think Gen Z, even though there's a lot of problems with Gen Z, I do think at least when those of us who decide to have children, will not be raising them on mostly electronics and at least trying to engage in them, or at least not be abusive towards them, like this new gentle parenting thing. And it doesn't mean not punishing your child or talking to them about why they did something wrong, but at least just not like screaming and spanking your child, you know what I mean? I think like things are going to be a lot better. I am hopeful. I'm not blackpilled on anything, but I am sad that as a society we don't honor education. People think it's like a eugenicist or something when you say we should allow and implement more education, and I don't even know how to word it, but like things in society, like things need to be smarter, more smart. Like, does that make sense? I know I'm not the smartest individual, but I think things need to be more smart. And then when you say that, people are like, you hate poor people and you hate dumb people because if everything in society's smart, how will these dumb people know how to read or do anything? And it's like, we can provide them with classes to help them, but I think the standard needs to change. We've been going backwards. Like, people are getting dumber. I'm sorry. Like I hope it doesn't, like, I don't want dumb people to die or anything. Like, I myself am disabled, but I think we just need to start upping the smartness. I don't know how to English, but we need to start upping the smartness in our generalized society. But of course, America won't do that because America is like, what's it called? Like, this is like a test. Like, we're the little lab mice, and the government and the elites are the little scientists, seeing, okay, let's give them fluoride to make them dumb. Let's give them red 40 to make them dumb. Let's do all this so we can see what happens to the Americanized citizens. Like, I kind of envy European people a little bit because, like, I mean, things might suck there too, but like at least things are a little more. Is the word posh, sophisticated? I mean, you're not going down the aisle of a grocery market in Europe and seeing things like Red 40 because it's banned there. You know what I mean? Like, at least they have a little more morals than us, if that makes sense. I think we need to... yeah, we need to fix that. But all I'm going to be doing is praying. Uphold a higher standard for intellectual performance. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Leighton. The dev of Cole got BTFO by the Sharty, by the way. What is a Sharty? What is that? Sharty? Like, that's old slang for, like, a woman, right? Like a sharty, right? Like, what do you mean sharty in this context? I don't know. People on Twitter tweet fictional characters like real people and treat real people like fictional characters. Yeah, exactly. Even, like, just in general, like, I get so frustrated, like, let's just say, like, a game has, like, a woman character with big cleavage or big bust. People are like, this upholds an unrealistic standard to women. It's like, bro, women with cleavage, big with big balloons exist IRL. Like, it's not, like, something that's, like, bad, you know? Like, maybe if it's very over-sexualized and can maybe make your audience kind of into like pornography addicts, then I think it's bad. But people act like just things in general are just like people have no media literacy. It's just weird. Like people see something at face value and don't need deeper. You know what I mean? I wish I had a fraction of your hope, Athena. Sure, issue, like it's been like scientifically proven that like scrolling scrolling messes up your dopamine levels, makes you more depressed and everything. If you're like just like scrolling on like TikTok or Reels or whatever all day, it's not helping. Like maybe you can go in your bed and take a little nap, but like you gotta, I know it sucks to say, but like you literally just gotta be doing stuff. You gotta be exercising and it. The Soy Jack Party image board, also known as the Party, the Arty, or the Shardy. Okay, thank you. But yeah, I have a lot of hope for the future. I have a lot of hope for 2024. Like I said, I think some crazy things are going to be happening. How you doing, Rat? But I'm excited as well because like not only just for me, like I think I'm going to get engaged hopefully. But I think like a lot of good things are going to happen in the world as well. I think more people are going to find God, you know, even if it's just one person, at least somebody found God, you know what I mean? I think, I don't know, I just have hope. I never lose hope because once you lose hope, what do you have to hold on to? You know what I mean? God is hope. God is all those things. So as long as you have God, you'll be okay. People assume the presence of something means an active endorsement unless you sidetrack things to decry it. Yeah, I really hate the thing of like guilty by association. You know what I mean? Like it's like a lot of VTubers never ever want to even talk or collab with me because they're like, Athena had one controversy in the past, and if I collab with her, then I'm a bad person because she said something, so then people will think I endorse that or something. And it's like, it's just people have like totally forgot like to dig deeper. Like I'm saying, like even as somebody who's autistic, you know, like one of the diagnostic criteria is taking things literally. But even if I take things literally at first, I can maybe understand that there may be a subtext to it or a deeper connotation or something, you know what I mean? But it's like people who aren't even disabled can't even take things not at face value anymore. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I don't, we need like classes. We honestly might just need an intervention and classes so these people know basic critical thinking skills is my idea. Yeah. Hey, Argo. I never lose hope because being hopeless is cringe. True. My throat really hurts. Like, this is like the most I've probably talked in like months because I don't know. I didn't really realize it was this hard to like yap, but like I understand like how singers can lose their voice and stuff because like I've actually lost my voice for a couple of days streaming. I think this might be one of the days. But gosh, it is hard to talk cuz I have like my psychiatrist thinks I have symptoms of ADHD. I don't know if I do, but like I'm autistic, but like it is kind of weird because I feel like autistic people definitely don't yap as much. At least stereotypicalized autism. But I'm definitely a big yapper. I think it's just because I'm Italian. I don't think it's ADHD. I think it's just because I'm Italian. We love talking. But yeah, I'm a big yapper. So unfortunately, whenever I stream and I yap, it's like, oh, my throat kind of hurts now. Oh yeah, somebody said to bring back debate club. Yeah, we need to do that. Yeah. I've never been more faithful in my life than now. I debate myself often and have reinforced my belief many times, doing this not by belief but with logic and reasoning too. Yeah, I'm very faithful. I've seen the... Do you know about breath control? Breath control? Maybe like if you breathe a certain way, it makes your voice not hurt as much? I don't know. Could you use one of those voice things that you hold against your neck? That's for people that have damaged their voice box by smoking. I know what you're talking about. That commercial scared me when I was a kid. It was like some lady and she talked like this because she had a voice box. I think that's just for like, don't you have to have like a broken voice box from like smoking or something to do that? Not all people who have autism are like Christian. Yeah, people think that like people forget that autism is a spectrum. I think that's one of like the most frustrating things is like the curse of why are you so weird? And it's like I'm autistic. And then it's like, "Oh, well then why are you so normal?" Or like, you don't, my cousin has autism. You don't look like him. Like, yes, autism, especially the higher up you get in levels, has a certain phenotype, even level 1, like with my big fat eyes. You know what I mean? But just because I don't look a certain way doesn't mean I'm not autistic. I don't even know if I should talk about this, but there's this guy who kind of ticked me off. There's this troll that came into Mr's server. He has a secret server. Ooh, I'm not giving out any deets, but there was this man who came in, and I always want to assume that people have a good heart and like people do things in good faith. But this man was just, first of all, there's a lot of autistic people in the server. I don't know if Ada is still here, but there's this guy named Ada, right? And he was talking, and then it was this neurotypical guy, and he was like saying like, "Oh, bro, you can't trust any woman. You should not get married. Your life is gonna suck." Like all this black pilling stuff, and I was like this is like, what is it with like neurotypicals and trying to like manipulate autistic folks into like thinking a certain way or mindset? Maybe they just can't help that like we have such free thinking thoughts or ideas. But it was very like he wanted like this autistic guy to view women and the world in like a black pilled light. And I was not vibing with it. And I was like DMing him like he's trying to manipulate you, like don't fall for what he's saying. And he was like, "Okay, thank you." But then he said something like women can't have autism. And I didn't say anything because I know that's trying to get a reaction out of me. But then like he like made like a direct threat at me or something. And I was just like, it's frustrating because like people like, yes, women have more men have autism than women. I believe it has to do with testosterone in the womb. However, there are women who have it. I've seen level 3 autistic. When I say level 3, like that was once they used to call it what's it called? Low functioning. I've seen low functioning women IRL. I've seen high functioning women IRL. I myself am an autistic woman. It's just weird to dismiss a whole entire part of the population because like maybe like in his mind he was like, all women suck. There can't be autistic women because autistic women generally don't lie and are like maybe he was just like, there can't be an autistic woman because all women suck. So, and it's like then when you provide proof to these people like of statistics or like he was like, let me see a video of a level 3 autistic woman. Okay, I give you a level 3 autistic woman. And then he's like, this actually isn't a woman, this is a man. And it's like autistic women autistic women are more masculine because we have higher testosterone in us than average women. But that doesn't mean we're men. It was just a very weird thing to say. I'm just saying, like, not everybody, like, I guess maybe I brought this up because, like, we were talking about, like, debate club. Like, not everybody is worth your time debating. Because once I realized that, like, he, like, came into it with, like, bad faith, I was like, this isn't worth my time anymore. I do believe in debating and, like, helping people change and understand their ways or my perspective on a certain thing. But if you won't even give my statistics or my studies credibility, then I have no use talking with you. You know what I mean? It was just weird. I would assume that level 2 autism and level 3 autism is schizophrenia, and level 1 autism is a weird person. Everybody is weird. Nobody is normal. I don't really kind of like the wording on this, but you're ESL, so it's okay. Autism level 3 is not schizophrenia because schizophrenia is an entirely different classification in the DSM-5. However, I will say I went down this super interesting rabbit hole about Buffotain. I want to talk about it. Autistic women tend to have stereotypically male cognitive tendencies. Yeah, we have like male brain, yeah. But I was thinking, like, I went down this Buffotain rabbit hole. I might make a whole stream about it, but basically, everybody has a bit of Buffotain in them. However, people with autism and people with schizophrenia have an extreme elevated level of Buffotain in them, with autistic people having a lot of Buffotain and schizophrenic people having the most Buffotain. And Buffotain is the chemical that's in those toads that like get you high, like those level, like like those frogs and toads that like if you lick them you experience like psychedelic symptoms. And there was a theory that like autistic people experience sensory overload and sensory issues because we're like mildly tripping through life. And I was like, this makes a lot of sense. And then I looked it up, and the only other group of people that have an extreme amount of Buffotain in them are schizophrenic people. And I was like, this would explain why they see hallucinations. They're high. They're literally high. And it's like, and then I was like, can I even call myself straight edge if I'm on Buffotain? But it was really interesting. I was like, I noticed that like autistic people, they tend to like be more spiritual. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I was like, I noticed that like we maybe we see more enemies more, like, and when I mean enemies I mean DEMONS. And I was like, what if like this is kind of just like a schizo theory, but like what if like we're on like a higher level of like existence? Like maybe like we can see things that like normal people can't because like we have like Buffotain in us. And I was like, this would make sense why schizophrenic people like see hallucinations all the time, because they have elevated levels of Buffotain in them. And I wanted to do, if I ever went to get my doctorate, I would do a study on it, because there really hasn't been much research in it. All we know is that we have higher levels of Buffotain, but we don't know if that's the cause of it. But if I got my doctorate, I would probably argue that Buffotain is the reason for like autistic symptoms, and so at least sensory autistic symptoms and schizophrenic symptoms. I'll probably make my doctorate into finding proof on that. But it was really interesting, and it was even more interesting because I was looking at the video. I was looking at the comments under the video it was under, and this autistic person was like, "I've done LSD, and I've never seen what other people do on LSD. Regular people who do LSD hallucinate and see weird things, but it's normal to me. It's like nothing changed." And I was like, "Are we like high? Am I high? I don't know. So that was a really interesting rabbit hole to go down." How does someone go through life and not encounter the horse girl? I was not a horse girl, like a real horse girl, but I wasn't My Little Pony girl. Oh, awesome, Kiwi. There's one hole in your theories. Schizophrenic people don't see reality. But that would make my theory have more credibility, because they don't see reality because they're on Buffotain. Yeah, I want to get into a lot of neuroscience. It's really interesting. Yeah. That explains a lot. For years, I would hear one noise and think it was something else. I always chalked it up to tinnitus from my work. Yeah, like hearing and seeing things that aren't there, or heightened sensory issues in general. It's because, hold on, let me autism, bufotine, I don't know how to spell it. But there was this meme about it. It was kind of funny. I gotta find it. Sorry, I'm kind of sounding like an old lady now because I've been talking a lot. It's this guy on the bed sleeping, but like it's this guy on the bed, it's late at night, but he can't sleep because he's thinking of something, and it's a little thought bubble, and it says autistic urine contains psychedelic toad venom, and we've known since the 70s. And then it has the pubmed.gov study that says elevated urine levels of bufotine in patients with autistic spectrum disorder and schizophrenia. So, yeah, maybe like we have issues because like we're a psychic toad, you know. I don't know. But anyway, I think I'm kind of done with everything I wanted to talk about. I'll talk about like how my birthday was on my birthday Christmas stream and how New Year's was on my New Year's stream. But like I'm kind of dying. I'm kind of like my throat is too, so I think that's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty normal. So I wanted to thank everybody who came here to support my and how you doing, Ray? To support my welcome back stream. I did know, I think Zenith said it, I don't know if he's still lurking, but like there's issues with YouTube where like if you have like ad block on, then YouTube like delays your videos. And I mean, how much more greedy can you get? Like yuck, yuck, yuck. I sound like critical. No, this is my critical voice. Hey, I can't even do it. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Critical. I can't do it. That was worse than when I farted on my egg sandwich or whatever. He always does fart and poo-poo pee-pee jokes. Did you know that lead pipes contain heavy metal? That's why people don't eat them anymore. Yeah, I think everybody should do that heavy metal detox. Anyways. Oh, anyways, I guess before I go, has any new cool games come out? Because, like, the game I want to play in the new year, like, maybe, it's like a new, like, RPG maker kind of game. I think it's called Little Goody Two Shoes. It looked interesting, but I heard about, October. Is there like any new games that are captivating the VTuber sphere? The last thing I remember hearing about 2 months ago was that watermelon game. Is there like anything new? Like, is there like a new hip thing? I probably won't play the new hip thing, but I'm interested. No, not really. Team Fortress 2. Persona 3 Reload, right? Pal World is coming out in a few days. I've never heard of that. Let me check that out. Oh, Pal World. Let me check that out. Oh, this looks horrible. I'm sorry. This looks like a Pokemon ripoff. This looks AI generated. I was excited for a second. No, this actually looks horrible. Yeah. Yeah, that looks terrible. Yeah, I think Batsy like I've definitely been like more pony posting recently. Like I've been back into MLP and I kind of blame Batsy for that. So many tech companies are losing people. I think YouTube may be freaking out trying to increase their pockets. Don't they have enough? Yeah, I want to get back into become Fumo. I thought about God's omnipotence and how it likely means he can read our neurons and thoughts but chooses not to acknowledge it because it's thoughts, and I think that's really cool. Like that. I don't know if God can read our thoughts, but I know he must, though, right? Because sometimes I think while praying and he hears my prayers. It's a Pokemon ripoff with guns. Witch on the Holy Night. Oh, that sounds Japanese RPG Maker style game. Let's see if I'm right. Witch on the Holy Night. I sound like a man. I literally sound like a man right now. I sound like a girl who got on testosterone. My voice sounds like I'm a girl who gets on tea for like 3 months. Oh, it's a VN. Okay, it's a VN. Exit 8 is a small game where you memorize the environment and go back if something's different. Interesting. Okay. Alright, yeah, I think, would you take suggestions on VTubers to possibly meet and collab? Cielo, I'm telling you, I'm down to be a friend with anybody. It's mostly them that won't collab with me. You gotta ask the other VTubers to hang with me because because I'm down for hanging with anybody. The problem is nobody really wants to hang with me except, Kiwi and, I haven't spoken to her for a bit, but, I think, Necro too. They're nice. And, I don't really speak to her, but, Saturn, and, there's this one guy, I forgot his name, but, that's it. But I definitely want to collab with, Kiwi more this year. Kiwi's really nice, I like her. I don't know if she's still here, but Kiwi's, one of the names I've ever, females I've ever, met. She's really nice. And I think she's like starting to be a doctor or something. I hope that goes well for her. Or maybe she's a nurse. I don't know. But, oh yeah, I guess I'll talk about like the games I've been playing or like the things I've been watching. I think really that's the only thing like I'll hold on, let me get my phone real quick and then we'll pray and go. Oh man, I spilled my water all over. Fudge. That sucks. Well, I had a blanket on me, so at least it's not on my clothes. A Christian VTuber group formed? Like a company? Who's in there? Send me a DM about it. Maybe I'll check it out. Oh, Sawa. Sawa. I messaged her one time. But like she keeps like ghosting me or something. I think like I was like, hey, and she was like, I have like a kid I have to take care of, but it's like I don't think she's a mother. I don't know if she was joking with me. Maybe she just didn't want to talk to me. But I was like, hey, Sawa, and she was like, I'm really busy taking care of my child right now. But like, I feel like she's younger than me. Like I don't think she has a child. I don't think she does. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Maybe she does. No hard feelings, but if she wants to hang out with me, that'd be cool. But but I messaged her and she was just like, yeah, I can't talk because I have to take care of my kid. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, does she think like because I'm autistic that I'm not gonna get that? That's like a fake excuse. Like I don't know what she was thinking, but I don't think she has a kid. If she has a kid, I'll apologize, but I really don't think she does. Okay, let me get my phone and read the movies and stuff I watched during the break, and then I'll read the list and then we'll pray and I'll go. Are you ever gonna stream Guardian of Banban? No, I dislike mascot horror like almost with all my heart. I think it's like a dumb genre just for Gen Alpha kids. I don't like it. Okay. Yo, Germany is in my chat saying that he just got nuked. Well, if Carrie's still here, I guess rest in peace, Carrie. Germany just got nuked. Okay, here's the stuff I watched while I was gone. Oh! I can't believe I forgot about this. I finally watched The Godfather! I finally watched the first Godfather. I know. It was almost, what's the word, heretical that as an Italian, didn't see The Godfather yet. How you doing, Guacamole? But I finally watched The Godfather. I watched it on Christmas Eve. I was at my grandmother's house, and The Godfather was on the TV early in the morning. I got up with Mister, and I was like, I'm gonna watch The Godfather. But I guess oh, and Akam, thank you, friend. I think maybe isn't it like a very like explicit movie? Maybe they cut out a lot on to make it show on TV. But I liked it. I liked it. Um, it was bro that when I guess spoiler warning. I guess when near the end, near the beginning of the movie, when they like kill that guy's horse and they make the horse head be and him in the bed. I'm not gonna lie, that freaked me out a little. That was freaky. Even Mister was like, "This you may need to look away at this scene," but I kind of snuck a peek anyway. And for the moment I saw it, I did not I did not like it. That scene freaked me out. And then I had to look away when like that scene of that guy hitting his wife show came out or something. But it was a really good movie. It definitely look. I'm not. My family has no connection to the mafia, and I know somebody's gonna be like, "That's what she wants you to think," but I'm serious. Oh, the Family Guy. I did not care for The Godfather. It insisted upon itself. How could you say that? I actually really like it. I don't get the hate about The Godfather. I think The Godfather 2 people like, but Godfather 3 I think people don't like at all. Um, but I didn't even know it was based on a book. So the book, I bet the book is really interesting. But I really enjoyed The Godfather. I'm not in the mafia, but the things that it showed about Italian culture, like, that's what I've seen, like, my whole life. Like, the wedding, I went to an Italian wedding, my mother's sister, my mother's side is the Italian one. I went to my mother's sister wedding. Oh my gosh. Literally, like, almost exactly like it. Kind of scary how it was like it. Like, the accents that they all talking was there. Like, the family first. Like, when that guy beat up the guy that, hit his sister or whatever. Like, just everything about it. I can do a better Lewis voice too, but like my voice is kind of bad now because I've been talking for so much. But like everything about it, it was just so Italian. I don't know who directed it or who wrote the book originally, if they were Italian, but like that is definitely an Italian American movie. And my mom actually, when my mom was married, somebody actually asked her like, "Are you in the mafia?" And she got like really, I don't know who it was, but she got really upset and she told them to leave the wedding. People think people think people either think I'm in the mafia or people think I'm Jewish. I don't know why. Maybe Italians, maybe it's like the dark hair and stuff. Maybe they kind of look similar. I don't know. But the food in the movie, all things I have eaten. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. Very accurate. I can't comment on if the mafia stuff was accurate because I'm not in the mafia, but everything else accurate. Will you have an Italian wedding? I'm not sure. I definitely want my Italian grandparents actually. This is so Italian. They actually own, like, I guess it's an Italian American thing to have like one little like strip mall and you own all like the stores. And but so my Italian side has that and they actually have they own a wedding, like a place to get married at. So I'll probably get married there. Yeah, it's a really good movie. So I watched that. Um I watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for the first time. I've never seen that movie before. All I know is that the girl turns into a blueberry and people think it's hot. I don't know why people enjoy that when that girl turns into a blueberry, but I watched it and I enjoyed the movie. And I think it was hilarious when she got turned into a blueberry. I watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think that showed on Christmas. Can't believe I've never seen that movie before. That was a really good movie. Hilarious. Oh, and I watched the Adam Sandler movie Jack and Jill. I heard it was like one of the worst movies of all time, and I just wanted to see how bad was it. It was so bad that when you Google Jack and Jill on IMDb under the genre category, it says comedy/horror. It is not a good movie at all. But you know what? I'm going to say a really hot take here. You can agree to disagree with me. I think Jack and Jill is better than Click. I do. I do. I could not stand Click. I could not stand Click at all. I did not like that movie. Jack and Jill, I mean, it was a bad movie, but it wasn't as bad as Click. Some of my favorite Adam Sandler movies are Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, though, and 50 First Dates. I like those movies. How you doing, Camp? It's the best Wonka movie. Yeah, it's the original. I like it. I never saw the Johnny Depp one. And then the final thing I watched, like I said, I started watching Twin Peaks with Mister. Please don't spoil anything. But I really have been enjoying it so far. Blueberry Girl is the millennial Pickle Rick. I don't even know if it would be millennial. I think it would be Gen X, right? Because didn't that movie come out in the 70s? Or maybe it came out in the 60s. I'm not sure. What's the one before Gen X? Boomer. Maybe it's Boomer. The Boomer's Pickle Rick. What? I loved Click? I didn't like Click. I didn't like it. The only thing I can remember is how he wanted to build the treehouse and he never ended up building it. That ticked me off. That made me angry. I love 50 First Dates. People get mad because, like, they think 50 First Dates is creepy because, like, the girl always loses her memory, so, like, how can she consent to being with him? But, like, every day she still chooses to love him, so I don't think it's creepy. He's just loving someone with a disability. If you think that's creepy, then I think you had the problem. Of course you have blue hair and pronouns. But anyway, it's been 2 hours. I think that's enough for today. I need to rest my voice. Let's say a prayer, and then we'll get out of here. I want to thank everybody so much for coming to today's stream, and everybody who donated or just liking the video and being here means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys for the rest of the weekdays. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Oh Father, in heaven, thank you for providing us with this day. Thank you for providing us with a good stream, that there was no connection issues, and I could stream successfully. Pray that we all grow closer to you. Have a good night, and I bind and rebuke any and all enemies trying to harm us mentally, physically, spiritually, by the blood of your Son, Yahuwah HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. Amen. The Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Sorry, I tried to rush it along because I had a burp attack coming. I started 8 Crazy Nights, but I didn't finish it. I didn't really like it. Oh yeah, in 50 First Dates, she also did have a kid with him. Yeah, my voice really hurts. I think I'm gonna skedaddly doodly for now, but appreciate everybody so much for coming back to my welcome back stream. I've missed streaming, and I'm very happy that I get to stream again. So I will see you all tomorrow, and I hope you all sleep well. Have a great night, and Jesus loves you. Bye bye.